Well, we have all eyes right now on this elevator bank as President-elect Donald Trump is set to leave Trump Tower shortly for New Jersey as the Trump transition team is moving quickly. But his first picks are being criticized for a lack of diversity. Katie Pavlich is the news editor of townhall.com and a Fox News contributor. Adam Green is co-founder of the Progressive Change Campaign Committee and former director of strategic campaigns for MoveOn.org. Katie, I'll start with you first because I've noticed there's a common topic you've been tweeting about, and that is defending criticism on the timing of Trump's picks. And here it appears he's moving at breakneck speed on announcing his administration.
Yeah, we've seen the media for a week now since the election, which is not very long, by the way, pretend that the transition team is very chaotic, that Donald Trump doesn't know what he's doing because he's never done this before, when really, if you look as Fox News has done and the Washington Post has done at the number of appointments that have been made at this point in time compared to previous administrations, he's doing just fine. And even David Axelrod, who of course was on Team Obama, has been saying, look, there's a lot to criticize the transition team about, but the timing is certainly not one of them.
And the other criticism is that there's a lack of diversity. In particular, Elizabeth Warren tweeting out this, Adam, towards Governor Mitt Romney, who we just said is going to be meeting with Donald Trump tomorrow in New Jersey. She said, when you're meeting with that Donald Trump, maybe you could bring your binders full of women with you. I guess she's suggesting what?
Well, she's witty. You know, these are not people that will make proud anyone who voted for Donald Trump thinking they were voting against the establishment. You know, Steve Bannon is a white supremacist former Wall Street banker. That is the establishment, right? Jeff Sessions is someone who has opposed reforming Wall Street and holding Wall Street accountable every step of the way. Is he someone who's going to jail Wall Street bankers that broke the law? You know, and really Donald Trump is asking people to rally behind someone for Attorney General who called the NAACP un-American and called a former federal prosecutor who's African-American boy.
Okay.
Like, why is he asking his supporters to rally around that? That's really unfair to them.
Yeah.
Katie.
Bill Clinton, husband of Hillary Clinton, spoke at Robert Byrd's funeral, and he was a member of the KKK. So we can go back and forth all day about who is more racist than the other. I think that we're over that point, which is why Donald Trump
is dead,
won.
And in
terms of responding to Elizabeth Warren's criticism about binders full of women, you know, it's very predictable that liberals will be focused on people's skin color rather than what Donald Trump is doing in focusing on qualifications for the job and a diversity of ideas inside the Republican Party. There's a reason why you're seeing very conservative, even people who were enemies of Donald Trump in the primaries, such as Mitt Romney, being brought into the fold. He's looking at a diversity of ideas. He's not focusing
on people's skin color. Do you consider calling the NAACP un-American a diversity of ideas? Is that the kind of diversity ideas you're looking for?
Donald Trump is not focused on people's skin color. He's focused on qualifications for the job, which is the responsible thing to do.
Okay, so Adam, but to be clear, let me get back in here, Adam.
Why would anyone be forced to defend that?
You didn't answer my last question. Try to answer this. Are you saying that he needs to make a concerted effort to pick people based on their gender, their ethnic background? What are you suggesting here? Katie's saying pick the best person for the job.
Yeah, well, you know, I happen to believe that there are a lot of very qualified people who are women, who are African American, who are Latino, etc. But that's actually not the core thing for any one position.
Nikki Haley.
If I were Trump, I would focus on people who A, are not racist, and B, who have a proven track record of challenging corporate power and challenging power in general, not the Wall Street establishment and the political establishment that he campaigned against.